Hello my lovelies, good morning and welcome back. So great to have you here. Today I'm going to do a really fun thing I've been doing over the last couple of months, and that is matching my makeup to my nails. So my sister and I get our nails done, and it's always just so much fun to choose the colors and choose the designs, and often it's not even me doing it, it's the technician who helps us out, and they're just lovely at the place we go, really nice girls, and they just make such an effort, you know, creating custom colors and really going out of their way. So it's always a really fun experience, really great sister time, and an excuse for me to do really dramatic makeup once I get back and can match it. Okay. So let's get straight into it. I think I might start with some moisturizer and foundation, and then we'll get straight into some beautiful colors. Alright guys, so that's probably the first time I've shown my whole routine like that, but I hope it just gives a little reminder, a little update of what I do, because I keep on talking about what I do, but now you've seen it. So we're going to start with some eye colour straight away. I'm going to do the cheeks and highlight last. I normally do it at the beginning, but I'm just really inspired to get right into these eyes. With dark colours, I always use this type of brush, and this one's been my absolute favourite at the moment. It's the e.l.f. Cosmetics crease brush. $3 at Target for all you Aussies watching this. Honestly, so happy with this brush. I've got amazing Nutrimetics brushes. I've got some pretty expensive brushes. This guy, the actual barrel is pretty horrible. It pretty much started cracking as soon as I started washing it. But the bristles are just so impressive for $3. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a really beautiful grey matte. Not too light, not too dark. Just a little, I call this elephant grey because it has almost like a warm kind of undertone to it. So it's almost like almost a browny kind of quality to it, but it is very much a grey. And we're just going to tap it in right over the crease. So where you want the shadow to eventually diffuse. I've left a little gap where the actual crease is, and I've kind of tried to apply the light grey just above it on the actual brow bone. Mine's quite pronounced, so got a story about that actually, I might tell you. So I'm just trying to leave a space because I don't want too much overlap between the next colour and this grey. The next colour is going to be a beautiful black, just to really represent the black that I've got on my nail here. It doesn't want to focus today, I'm not sure why, but I've actually got a perfectly black base and a glitter on top. And I kind of want to celebrate that. So we're going to use a pure black matte. I've actually never dipped into this colour before, but I'm going to just very carefully stamp it on first. Right underneath the grey. This gives you the biggest colour payoff, and it also gives you a little bit more precision, or you can be a bit more exact about where you're putting everything. And now we're going to use the same brush, assuming it doesn't have too much product on it, which mine doesn't, and just really blend it out with the grey. There you go, you get this beautiful transition as a result. Okay, there we go with the two eyes shape and depth set down. I'm really loving how the black, or any dark color really, just gives you this beautiful definition in your crease. Just amazing. And speaking of definitions and crease, guys, yesterday, what an experience. Went to get new passport photos because I didn't like my old ones because I thought I looked a little bit overweight basically in the old ones. Oh my goodness. I did not know that it was possible to make someone look that unattractive. Goodness me. What do they do in those passport photos? What kind of a lens is on that camera? It's like, I think they market it as, let's make somebody look ugly lens, honestly. What a horrible experience. You pay, I think it was $18 to make yourself be the ugliest version of yourself. It's just, I think they do it on purpose. I'm not sure, but I'm just waiting to go through customs when I do travel and just hear, you've changed. Good on you. Because it's just so bad. Oh my goodness. Anyway, one day I'll come back into that post office and say, lady, you need a bit of a lesson of how to take photos. Now, because we're working with such dark colors, it's really important to, I guess, define the lid a little bit. We'll definitely do a bit more of a blended look because I'm not a huge fan of a completely cut crease, but I do still want no mess, basically, no muddiness. And the way I do that is a beautiful dense flat brush. I've got a couple that look very similar to this because it's my favorite kind of lid brush, and I've just sprayed some setting spray into the lid and I've dipped this in. The reason I do it that way instead of just spraying is I feel like I can control how much wetness the brush has that way. And we just brush it on with a clean wet brush first, just to clean off any fallout or any, you know, accidental color that might have got onto the lid. Like that. And then dip back in just to clean the brush, really clean it off. Okay, and we're going to go into the lid color. So I think that we're going to start with a beautiful light silver color, so a shimmery gray right in the middle of the eye. That's how the color builds onto the brush because it's a little bit damp. And we're just going to tap it on to start because there's going to be a lot of product there. Just in the middle. Next, I'm going to go back into my black dipped crease brush, and I'm going to find a really beautiful dark silver shimmer. Not as dark as the black, not a charcoal or anything, just somewhere in between these two, but I do really want a shimmery corner today. Not going to wet the brush for this one because that's not my plan for it. So it's a color like that. It's a pretty basic shimmery gray. I think you would probably find it in most palettes. And again, just tapping to start with a slight overlap. Okay, now in the interest of super duper glitter, I'm going to go into my mineral colors here. Okay, this one's by Nutrimetics called Eclipse, but I know for a fact that BH Cosmetics does something similar. A lot of the natural mineral eyeshadows come in a baked set kind of pot like this with beautiful glitter through it. So this is more of like a duochrome than anything, and still the same brush because we're just using dark colors, so I don't feel like it matters. And we're going to tap and blend now in that corner. So basically all that really gave me is beautiful shimmer, and with shimmer there's always a bit of dust on the cheek, so just cleaning that away, and that is pretty much the shape created. So we're just going to find something beautiful and bright for the inner corner. I think that I'm not going to even think about it. I'm going to go straight into my Inglot dip pot. Loose pigments just give so much better payoff, I think, than anything else, so I'm just going to go in with that. Sprayed my brush, dipped right in, and off we go. Okay, I'm going to use the same brush that we dipped in for the Inglot colors, and just going to go in with a little white and just really finish off that inner corner. Just brighten it up slightly, give it a point of difference between the shimmer and the actual corner, just to continue the gradient. Really brighten it up, and we need to choose a beautiful color for underneath the bottom lashes. So I'm thinking blue, just because I'm wearing blue today. So let's go in with a lovely navy, I think, or medium blue to finish it off. Okay, wet flat brush with that beautiful vibrant blue. I'm going to need a close-up mirror for this one, I think. And just get in there, tap it in. So in the evening, I would definitely do an eyeliner, maybe even do a beautiful blue underneath. But I just want to see how it's going to look with just lashes done, so we're going to start with that. Okay, loving how it is with just the mascara. I am going to add just a little bit of liner just at the very end. Matches the blue shadow perfectly, but just gives a bit more definition. And I'm going to need to really define those edges with a bit of black liner. I'm not going to do the whole eye, just the very, very edge, kind of going underneath the lashes a little and dragging out into the corner. Just like that, just to give that shape. Got a visitor? Yeah, just to give that little bit of a shape. Alrighty. So just a bit of face makeup to finish off. Got to dust off a little bit of this excess glitter and we'll have the finished look. So there we have it, the finished look. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm so happy I'm not taking passport photos today just to be disappointed again with my makeup. Oh my goodness, what a traumatic experience, honestly. I'm so glad you only do it once every 10 years because wow, just wow. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me. I so love having you here and I so enjoy having this opportunity to share my makeup techniques and ideas and experiments with you. I feel like I've done similar colors in the past, but the look is a little bit different and maybe you can take away different things from it. I'm loving it. I do love a dark crease, so this is really up my alley. If you haven't done so already and you would like to, please do hit subscribe and let's try and get this channel growing and get more people onto it, and I'd just love to share with more people if I could. And also there's a lot of looks on Instagram that unfortunately don't go up here, so if you want to check out Instagram, I'm over there as well. Wherever you are around the world, I'm hoping you're having a wonderful day and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Thank you, guys.